Hello, welcome. Hi, happy Sunday or Monday if you are down under. Hello, how's everybody today? Hmm. Hey, Rhonda. Oh, wow. Gosh, it's been a bit, hasn't it? It's nice to see you. H, hello. Now, how do you say the last part of your name, H? Is it Ivan? Nice to see you here. Yeah, it has been a little while, Rhonda. What has it been? A month, maybe, or longer? I'm still a little chilly. Keep my hat on. Yvonne. Oh, very cool. Hi, Hetty. Good to see you, my dear friend. Yeah, I think about a month, Rhonda. That's cool. Oof, the autofocus is going nuts on my camera. Yvonne, I think it's your first time here, isn't it? Welcome to you. Nice to have you in from our other circles of friends. Yep. Hey, Jerry, welcome. Good to see you again. Well, very good. Do people call you H sometimes, huh? Yeah, I feel good today. I feel everything today. I feel peaceful. I feel curious. I feel excited. I feel a little pensive. That word may not translate into other languages well. What does pensive, what would pensive be described as? Define pensive. Pensive, engaged in, evolving, or reflecting deep or serious thought. That's what pensive means. Thoughtful. Yep. Deeply thoughtful. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it's a week until my birthday. I did schedule a live for my birthday. A bunch of people encouraged me to do that, which was really nice. So we're gonna have a birthday edition of ChakraTouch next Sunday. Yeah. Well, I don't have party hats. You guys will have to bring party hats. I look funny on the live stream with my baseball cap. I wear this all the time at home. It just looks weird. And then if I go like this, I look a little weirder. If I go like that. Uh, hey, Gary, good to see you, buddy. Welcome to you. Is anyone else new? H. Ivan is new. First time. Technically, we're all new today because we create each day anew when we wake up. So, welcome to everyone. We're all new today. Hi, Tracy. Welcome to you. Nice to have you with us. Where's everybody in from? Where are they all connecting from? I'm in Rochester, New York, which is in Western New York State, across the lake from Toronto. The UK, awesome. South Carolina. Did I say that right? Carolina. Well, I'm happy to be here today. I'm glad you guys are here too. Who else we got? Who else wants to say hello? Oh, that's cool. You're driving. Please be safe, H. Yes. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you here. Don't think I've seen you in a bit either. Petersburg, Virginia. Very nice. I love how Insight Timer just pulls folks from all over the world. Isn't that amazing? It's just so cool. Now I have friends in so many different places. Germany, Hawaii, New Zealand, Australia. There's a gal I know in Japan, um, UK, Canada. It's just so cool. Well, how's everybody's Sunday going? Mine has been very gentle and really relaxed. I'm not sure about this background today, though. I had trouble picking. Yours was peaceful. After all that shopping yesterday, you're having a peaceful Sunday. I love that. Gentle does sound great, doesn't it, Linda? It's so nice to have a gentle day, you know. There's enough in life that can feel harsh and challenging, and it's nice to embrace the moments when we get some gentle time. Thank you, Rhonda. I do too. Maybe I chose it because of the peacefulness and the pensive thoughtfulness that I'm feeling. Yay. It's always fun to spend time with a nice friend. Oh, Tracy, I love that for you. I love going with the flow. It's such a cool thing to do, you know? I love having an agendaless day or several and just let it flow. Yeah, isn't this moon pretty? I love this moon. Charming is a beautiful word too. Anyways, I'm being silly as usual. So, welcome everybody. I think we're close to getting started, and we'll just do the usual, and then more folks will probably come in, as is the case. It's so, isn't it fascinating? Insight timer groups, right? You get or lives. You come in, and if you're early, you're like maybe it's 8 to 12 to 20 people or so in the first few minutes, right? And then as the live goes on, more and more people come in. It's really quite fascinating. I find the live sessions a very curious and fun dynamic. Anywho, so for the new people, my name's Greg Phillips, coming to you from Rochester, New York. What I do here is something called ChakraTouch. It is this beautiful and unique blending of energy reading and spiritual coaching. So it's the format of my lives is very much like ones where you would go to get a reading. I don't do anything predictive. But my particular gift is that I use the chakras in my hands to tap into whoever's having the reading. I listen to their chakras. I open myself up to source and to love and to the divine. And I just witness and I observe your energy if you're getting a reading, or as I like to call them, a journey. And whoever's on the journey, their energy from their chakras begins to show me the quality of its movement. Images, pictures, any kind of visual can come to me, sounds, colors, and that just all comes together as sort of a story, which I then describe to you and reflect back to you. And then whoever the person is on the current journey, I coach and guide them to use that energy to whatever resolution the energy is wanting in the moment. That could be physical, emotional, mental, spiritual healing. It could be simply allowing things to be. It could be relaxing. It could be letting go, surrendering, shifting a pattern of thought. There's just so many different possible resolutions, and it's very much in the moment. And as our regulars here will tell you, we have a very fun, loving space that we create here. So love is one of my primary messages, if you will, as well as allowing. That's one of my other big things that I talk about. So that's my blurb, my introduction. Welcome to our tribe. Welcome to our group today. And I will start to take names for the list. Now, how my list works here in ChakraTouch Live, I use a random name spinny wheel thing. I put everybody's name into the wheel, and then we let the universe pick who gets to have the go on the next journey. And it's really fun and very free in that way. Hello, Katie. First time. I would love a reading if possible. Fantastic. All right. So speak up in chat. Tracy, Katie first. Tracy, Rhonda. Rhonda, it's nice to see you again. Gary says my anxiety is calmer today. For a week or so, it was crazy. I'm glad it's calmer today, Gary. Hopefully our session today will help you. Tammy Sunshine, lovely name. And my dear Hetty, yes, of course. John Paul, are they with you, Jerry, on the same account right now? Oh, he's there. Okay, cool. So, as long as he'll be able to, or you can type for him, that'd be great if he gets called. You're welcome, Tammy. Yeah, who else would like to be on the list for the I want to get a better name for this because it is a reading, but it's so much more, which is why I call them journeys. But we'll have to come up with we'll have to come up with a fun name for it. But we'll say journey today. So who wants to get on the journey list? Who else we got? I've got Katie, Tracy, Rhonda, Tammy, Hetty, and Jean Paul. Hello, Carolina. From Norway. Very cool. Yes, you may. First time here. Very cool. 8:30 p.m. Oh, well, this will set up your evening really nicely, hopefully. Chakra scan. Yeah, but it's so much more because of the way that I guide and coach people to work with their energy, you know? Journey through the heart. Yes, it's true too. I'm looking for one word or maybe two because reading is easy to say, and that's actually a category in Insight Timer. When I schedule lives, it's a I have to say whether it's a guided meditation, a talk, or something else, and then under talk, the subcategory, one of them is readings. So it is a reading. Maybe we can combine two words, reading and something else. Who else would like to get on the list? Heartscape. Ooh, interesting. Gary is a man of good ideas. Hetty, I didn't have time, but I was going to try and find a background of you know where for the live today of where we've been talking about. Anna, yes, or Anna, is it? Yes, this list is for a reading, or we'll call it a reading, but of what I do. It's a ChakraTouch. It's a mix of energy reading and spiritual coaching that is really sweet and can be incredibly profound as well. So yeah, it's basically folks that are looking for guidance. It's a session of guidance. Everyone is welcome on the list. We let the universe decide who gets to go in what order. Yes, I'd be happy to put you on the list. And you guys are so kind saying please and thank you. That's lovely. All right, so I've got Katie, Tracy, Rhonda, Tammy, Hetty, Jean Paul, Carolina, and is it Anna or Anna? How do I pronounce that? Anna, Anna. All right, my friends, we'll get ready to spin the wheel. We've got 8 names, which is a good start. Anyone else want to get on before I spin the wheel? Oh, Nancy, yes. Hello, welcome on your first time. Nice to have you here. First way? Oh, I can't remember which way I said it first. Anna? Nancy's number 9. Okay, we got 9 people on the list. 9's a good number, right? Okay, I'm gonna keep it sorted and then we'll play the shuffle sort game later. Hello. Our first lucky number is 6. That's Jean Paul. Jerry, let Jean Paul know. He's up. So for anyone who's new, if you do get called by the wheel to have a reading and go on a journey with me, you can pose a question, you can state a topic, you can state an intention. If you're having trouble being descriptive or clear, which happens at any time in life, right? You can focus on a particular chakra, or you can just say, I'm really looking for some guidance regarding mental, emotional, or physical. Those are the 3 dimensions that sometimes I focus in on with the chakras. Oh, good. I'm glad John Paul is excited. All right, John Paul, how can I be of assistance today? What guidance are you seeking today? What guidance or information about your own energy? That's what's so amazing about this. Energy is so purely in the moment. I love working with it because of how in the moment it is, right? It may be responding or affected by thoughts about the past or the future or even the present, but the energy is very much in the moment. Oh, H, do you want to get on the list too? Do you make it home? Is that what you're saying? Either one. Hopefully you're home fine or wherever you were headed. All right, H, I'll add you on. Yay, you're home. All right. How can I maintain the balance of my chakras? That is an interesting question. Is this relate to something more personal that you'd be willing to elaborate on? Otherwise, I can just give my own opinion on this. Yeah, so anything more you want to share about that, John Paul? I'm sensing that the question might be coming from a place of feeling an imbalance. Let me know if that's accurate. Hmm. Yes, your emotions are imbalanced. Okay. All right, my friend. If you're seated, try to sit up straight and place your feet flat on the floor, so separated at the knees. And take your left hand and place it right here on the center of your chest on your heart chakra. And then take your right hand over it. This is the ChakraTouch part, or part of the ChakraTouch part. And I just want you to close your eyes and move your mind there to that spot where your hands are touching your heart and even deeper into your heart space. Let's see what your energy there has to share with us. Hmm. Hi, Carolina. Oh, yeah. How is the sound? I do speak softly sometimes, but yeah, hopefully your Wi-Fi is cooperating. John Paul says I don't feel good. Oh, you're frozen? Okay. Yeah, Carolina, it might be your connection. Try to exit out of the app completely and then come back in. I will speak slowly. John Paul. Okay. So, John Paul, the quality that I'm feeling in your heart is of a body of water. I haven't identified it yet, but a large body of water that is very wavy. And the interesting thing about the energy is that the waves are very it's not just that there's lots of waves, it's that they're very splashy. You know how some waves have like they can be tall or big or whatever, but they still move gently, but others will sort of like they'll crest and then they'll crash back on the water. It's very yeah, Carolina, no problem. Yeah, it sounds like it's a just you thing. Hopefully you can resolve that. Yeah, so John Paul, do you know what I'm talking about with that? See if you can picture that image. So it's not like this water in my virtual background, right? It's not calm and moving gently. It's it's the waves are strong. They're not necessarily super high, but when they're cresting, they're a bit tumultuous and then they'll crash down and they'll be all frothy and then they'll keep going. And so there's a lot of splashing and a lot of spilling in that. And that's something that we actually can work with. And so let me check your belly area. I just want you to stay with that image. If you're a very visual, try to picture that. If you're not a visual person, just try to feel into the quality of what I'm describing. Hmm. Okay, checking around here. Alrighty. So John Paul, how is that? Yes, thank you. Yes, a wave. That's very good. All right, John Paul. I want you to picture yourself floating on this body of water. We'll call it an ocean. Could also be a very big lake. Just picture yourself. You can picture yourself in the third person, or you can picture yourself in the first person, whatever naturally comes as you sink into this visualization. But I want you to just float on the energy. Now, very important for me to state, you are safe as you float here, okay? We are here supporting you, and the water is very buoyant, shall we say? And so you can safely float on it. The waves will always pick you up and carry you. They'll never splash over you, okay? So just rest into this image, this feeling of basically doing a back float on these waves and feel the waves carrying your body and moving your body, like raising your body as the west wave comes through, and then it crests and your body goes back down on the backside of the wave. And just feel the energy of this. Try to clear your mind and not bring any stories or judgment or any expectations around this. And if you're feeling insecure or scared, I'm happy to float with you. You just have to say whether you're wanting that support or not. Okay. But I believe that you are safe and you are secure, and we are all here supporting you on your journey. So let me know if you're with me on this image. Let me know when you're with me on this image, and we'll continue. Okay, good. So here we are floating. I just want you to feel every wave it comes through. Really feel into the quality of it. Feel the motion of the energy as it literally kind of sweeps. Which way is it sweeping? I think your head is in the pointed towards the waves. So feel it as the wave sort of picks you up. It lifts your head first, then it lifts your torso, and it lifts your hips, and then it lifts your legs. And by that time, the rest of your body's sort of going down. And just feel that and just relax into this. Just be completely present, be the witness and the observer, and feel the waves of energy as they flow through you. And we'll just sit with this for a few waves. So one comes through, lifts your body, puts it back down. You just feel that ripple. Another one comes through, lifts your body, moves on, and your body settles back down again. And as you come down from the crest of each wave, extend your mind's eye below your body. Another wave's coming through. You get rising up and then you're back down. As you come down, feel into the depths of this body of water. And with each wave that comes through, sense in deeper and deeper as your mind's eye goes downwards. The bottom of the ocean is revealed. And down here, the water is very, very still. And yet you can sense all around you the motion and the vibrancy of life. And you can still slightly feel the waves high up above you. But what's fascinating about being down at the ground is how quiet and how gentle the current of the and the waves are at the lower level, down at the floor of the ocean. And you can't see them, but you can feel all the fish skittering around you, and it is just teeming with life. Just really drop into and be present with this connection to the very core of the ocean. And as you connect with this bottom of the ocean, as you float on the top, the waves begin to feel less tumultuous. They're still there because the ocean has always got waves moving in some capacity, but you're beginning to feel a deeper connection with the water. The waves are your emotional waves, my friend. Learning how to surf our emotions is truly a journey towards emotional mastery. It's easy to get caught up in the waves. It's easy to get caught up in the motion of the waves of our. Okay, Carolina. Yeah, try that. Just shut the app down completely, my friend, and then come back in. So, John Paul, the answer to your first question, really, it's really about being present with everything that is, right? So I talk about this all the time, loving allowance for all things to be in their own time and place, starting with ourselves. And when it comes to the waves of emotions, it's easy for us to forget two main things. The first is that we are always safe, we are always secure, and we're always deeply loved. And the other is that we are always connected to the divine. So I love how when oceans show up or large bodies of water show up in people's energy, because immediately I know as the guide and as the observer of your energy, I immediately know that there are two different dynamics going on. There's the surface dynamic on the ocean, and then there is the dynamic down at the floor and the bottom of the ocean, which is always calmer. It is always more still. It's more grounded and teeming with life. So it's easy for us to forget that there is a source of grounding even within the experience of the waves of our different emotions, right? I had a friend many, many, many years ago, 30 some odd years ago, say to me, the a sign of um, emotional health is the ability to feel more than one feeling at the same time, and often feelings that are contrasted. So at the time, the you know I was in my first year of 12-step recovery. I'm not in the programs anymore, but I was in my first year of 12-step recovery, and I felt like I was making some progress with staying clean. And then my grandfather died like 6 months into it. And I was kind of in shock, because not just because he was dying, um but because I was experiencing immense sadness over his death, but I was also feeling this great thankfulness and gratitude for the fact that I went through this first emotional challenge without using. And that was like an amazing experience for me. I didn't turn to anything to cover up the feelings or to stuff them or to hide them or to numb myself, right? And my friend said to me, yeah, this is this is a sign of emotional maturity. You are able to feel and identify and describe the gratitude and recognize it in yourself, and you're able to feel and describe and identify the sadness, and that's normal. And I was like, whoa. That's normal? Okay, because I'd spent my whole teens and 20s like hiding like stuffing the emotions away and numbing them over. Um, thanks, H. Yeah. Um, so yeah, above and below is a diver, Linda. Yeah, it's a beautiful image. Whenever I see or sense water that's moving the way that it is in John Paul. So John Paul, hopefully you're feeling calmer now. And then the rest of the answer to the question is energy is always in motion. I mean, I like to always say that emotions are energy in motion. So it's not so much about balancing your chakras, which is a noble and worthwhile goal, but it's really about being present with where they're each at. And if you're aware of your chakras, one might be having an energy that's more sluggish than another one, right? But the beautiful thing I love about ChakraTouch and what I do a lot of times, I didn't do this necessarily for you today. I mean, I sort of did, but we can often find strength and solace and a deeper connection in another chakra, right? So sometimes somebody I'll be working with their mind space, the third eye and the crown chakra, right? And they have an enormous amount, like maybe it's really busy and tumultuous, or maybe it's frenetic and spastic or whatever, right? And chaotic. But they have a huge, beautiful, open heart that's full of love. And we can take that love energy that we can easily feel there, and we can use it to inform and infuse a different sort of feeling and a different vibration uh, into a chakra that is having, maybe more quote unquote of a challenging time, like if our mind is scattered, right? So, it's really about being present, but remembering that we're always connected to the divine and asking for that help, asking for that divine support, either in divine courage, divine love, divine wisdom, wherever you might be needing it in the moment. Jean Paul, how are you feeling? What's going on for you right now? Yes, I talk about my history with things because there's plenty of good stories to say, but I always have to qualify certain things because I spent 20 years in 12-step programs, and then I felt that I was growing in a different direction, and I actually did, and ended up leaving them, and my path continued. All right, so John Paul, I'm feeling a sense of completion for you. Just let me know, check in, let me know how you're doing, what you're feeling. If you have any more questions, bring them on. Do, do, do. Hi, Ati. So good to see you. You're welcome, Jean Paul. Yeah, come back again if you're needing more. I sense the yes, Adi. I can add you on the list. Good to see you again. It's been a few weeks. Um, yeah, John Paul. Yeah. So, do you meditate, Jean Paul? Do you have a practice that helps ground you in your body and in your spirit? Because there's some more information coming through. Okay. So maybe therein lies your answer. I don't know what the answer is for you. I'm never attached to anything that I suggest. It's all just guidance. Everybody determines their own path and what works for them. I know that in my experience, I mean, I've been meditating for over 35 years. Now, there were times when I wasn't consistent with my practice. But it's just become such an important piece of my very well-being and my lifestyle, um, that I do feel a difference when I skip it. There's some days that I feel that I want to skip it, but most of the time it just feels it's as important to me as taking a daily shower. And I know not everybody showers every day, but I pretty much do. And it's just I like to be able to ground and clean my spirit, let's put it that way. But it doesn't have to be meditation. It could be mindfulness practice. There could be whatever works for you, my friend. But I'm sensing that, let me just check in one more time. I'm sensing that a lot of the turmoil you're experiencing with your emotions is based on how you are thinking about them. So I don't know if that makes any sense. But our mind is a very, very powerful device. And if we allow it to be the master of our lives, it is a rough and rocky road in my experience. It is a wonderful tool in our lives, so it is not to be dismissed, but we really want our heart to be the master. We want our heart to teach our mind. And so let me offer you something that I love offering here, and I know many of you enjoy this. Nudge, nudge, Gary. So, John Paul, when you are feeling the roller coaster, stop whatever you are doing, at least mentally or in the moment, and just take a quick moment. Tap your heart space. Close your eyes if you can in that moment. If you can't, just keep them open, but go into a mindful space and just say, heart, teach my mind. Heart, teach my mind. And that opens you up. First of all, the physical tapping or even just the placement of your hands on your heart chakra immediately begins to ground you in your body, right? Important piece. The physical component, super important. And then the saying, heart, teach my mind. You're really, it's like a prayer. It's like an invocation. You're asking your heart, which knows so much more about your life. Your heart knows your entire book of your life, all the different episodes and chapters. It knows them all. It can see and sense them all, but the mind can only see maybe the chapter you're in right now or the page you're on right now. And so you want the heart to be informing and infusing, inspiring and leading the mind. You want the heart to teach the mind so that then your mind can be used as a tool in its proper way. Does this make any sense? Joanne, good morning to you, my dear. Good to see you. So I offer that to you. Yeah, it may be uncomfortable. It may be awkward, and you might need more guidance or help on that. And there are me and plenty of other teachers here on that. So yeah, and what you know what? Embrace the journey, my friend. I know that it can feel challenging on certain days, but the more you can bring a curious mind, the more you can bring an observer's mind and really treat it as a grand adventure. I know it's hard to hear that when you're not in the feeling of a grand adventure, but that advice, well, that guidance was given to me when I was in great uncertainty. And yeah, and I'm actually got that same reminder over the weekend after the Friday live. So, anyways, John Paul, thank you for your vulnerability and for your willingness to go on a journey here today. And I will move on to the next person. All right, who else wanted to get on Adi? Yep, I gotta get Adi on the list. Do, do, do. And we have to add H. Anyone else want to get on the list before I spin the wheel again? Joanne. Joanne, how's the future looking? I don't know why I find that so funny because it's not really the future. It's just another time zone. All right, my friends, let's play our little practice intuition game. Linda says, I completely agree. However, what if your heart is hurting, is grieving, etc.? Thanks, Greg, for sharing your wisdom. Linda, that is a really good question, my friend. So I'm of the belief and the practice that for my health and well-being, for my happiness and serenity, I really am inspired to hold the space in my heart for all my feelings. So it's so important for me to just allow them to be exactly as they are without judgment and without story. And people who were here Friday can tell you that's something that I practice. So I have a dear friend that I live with who has been diagnosed with cancer and it's stage 4. And last week was a lot of up and down feelings for me. And Friday, I was just on this live with many people who are here, and I warned everybody I might burst into tears. And the thing is that the mind passes judgment over those feelings being good or bad, right? But the heart doesn't. The heart's just like, oh, I'm sad right now. I'm grieving. I have some loss, or I'm scared. It just is. Like, and the minute we try to um restrict it, box it, move it, change it, shift it, I mean, we can shift our emotions simply by how we're thinking about things. But when we're trying to do it out of a place of resisting what that emotion is, I've just found that that creates more turmoil for me and it makes more trouble. And that's why I like to say that the mind is a wonderful tool and a horrible master, because when I get up here and it starts running the show, doesn't matter how I'm feeling. It's now all about what I'm thinking about how I'm feeling. And while it is important to be able to learn how to think about what we're feeling and feel about what we're thinking, like for my mind to be trying to control it all is just disaster for me. And I get stressed out and I lose my connection. And most importantly, I completely forget about the divine, because when I get in my head like that, I think that I am the only one, uno, whatever, solely responsible for solving and fixing whatever, fill in the blank. And the truth is that we are here. We are love. I'm love, you're love, we're all love, and we're part of the divine. We're extensions of the divine, and the divine is always available to us. Sorry, I just went all blurry in the camera. And the minute I remember to call on the support of the divine, I realize I'm not alone. And I don't know about you guys, but the spiritual journey can feel pretty alone sometimes when I get in those moments. So it's just really nice. Like I love partnering with the divine. Every time I do these lives, before I even turn the recording on, I do a divine invocation asking for divine courage to come into my third chakra. I ask for divine love to fill my heart and to open it. And I ask for divine wisdom to open and clear my mind so that I can be of service to you guys and me and the universe, really. So, yeah, Gary, I'm doing some grieving before she's gone. Now, today, I'm not sad today. I have a curiosity and a wonder about what's going to unfold for me, thanks to some recent conversations with some dear friends about the possibilities of where I could go live and whatnot. So, anyways, that's my spiel on that. Linda, does that help? Linda, I will add you as well. You got me talking on a fun topic. Thank you, Adi. I appreciate that. It's life, right? Let's see what you guys are saying. Adi is sending love to me and my housemate. Hetty is agreeing. Joanne is sending hearts. Rhonda, as Jean-Luc Picard said, resistance is futile. Well, he said that when he was aboard, but yes, true. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate your love to both of us. And Linda, yes, thank you for your insight. Sending love to your friend. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, guys. All right. So let's get back to the list. I mean, we can talk about anything you want, but I'm also wanting to be able to do ChakraTouch journeys for you guys. Okay. Anyone else want to get on the list? We have two different Lindas with two different spellings, so that's helpful. I put Linda with the Y on the list just now. Last call before I spin again. We're going to play the intuition game. All right. Whoever's on the list and anyone else who wants to play this, close your eyes. Feel into your heart of hearts. Place your hands there if you wish. And just clear your mind. Make as best connection with the divine and your intuition as you can. And then allow to bubble up as though it's raising its hands. The word either shuffle, or sort. And when that comes up, Write it in chat, and we'll see what happens to the list. 1 for sort, 2 for sort, 3 for sort, 1 for shuffle, 4 for sort, 2 for shuffle, 3 for shuffle, 5 for sort, 4 for shuffle, 5 for, oh, it's tied. 5 for, no, 6 for short. Pamela says sort. Hello, Pam. Sorts are winning. All right, sort it is. Oop, there's shuffle. Last call for sort or shuffle. That's hard. Say that 10 times fast. Sort or shuffle, sort or shuffle. That's hard. All right, sort wins. I know you probably don't understand sign language. This is an 8 and this is a 6. So we keep it sorted. Here we go. That's a fun game. I don't know how much practice for intuition it is, but I like to play that game. Our next winner on the wheel of good fortune, as Gary likes to call it, is lucky number 10, which is H. Yvonne. Hello, my friend. You're up. How can I be of assistance to you today? What guidance do you seek? You can put it in the form of a question, a comment, a statement, a topic. Try to be as specific as you can. If not, I will ask clarifying questions, as they call them. And we'll see what energy is at play within you. Oh, I love your sense of humor. That's fine. Always go with the, well, wait, it's a year of 8. So I would say anything with 8s in it. The winning numbers to the lotto. In which country? You didn't specify. I'd like to know how I can shift attraction. Tell me a little bit more about that. Do you mean attraction as in law of attraction, or is attraction as into a certain person, place, or thing? Hmm. Positive attraction of anything? Is there something specific that you are interested in attracting? So far, the only thing I'm attracting are cops. Okay. Fascinating. Alrighty. So close your eyes for me, my friend. And just on a very simple level, feel into where in your body you're feeling this. Is it your head space, your mind space? Is it your heart space? Or is it somewhere else in your body? Is it more physical? In a nutshell, I would like to know how I can maybe wave my attraction to positivity. Yeah, okay. So your head and your heart. Okay. Hello, Gloria. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, thanks for the big hugs. So H, I already have some things to say, but let's take a peek at your head. So one of the things that I was taught while I listen in to your headspace. Okay. There is a skittery kind of an energy in your mind. I don't quite have a clear beat on it yet, but it has a well, let me just continue to witness and watch. Kind of like a buzzing bee. It's kind of like a bee buzzing around looking for flowers, looking for pollen, but there's no flowers. So it's sort of going, it's doing like sort of the, bumblebees or even let's say it's a bumblebee. It's buzzing around quite quickly, but very erratically. And then it's reaching an area and it's sort of like, "Bzz, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?" And then it's just not finding it and it's buzzing off to another section of the mind. Can you see or feel that, H? You're saying yes? Or well, that was an earlier yes. Yeah. Yeah, Gary needs two hugs. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, what do you think it's looking for? What do you just feel into that buzzing quality? And it is looking, looking, looking. And while you do that, I'm going to check in with your heart. Hmm. Oh, my friend, your heart is very heavy. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I just get this really this came through really quickly on your heart chakra. Your heart is I feel this heaviness and the image that I'm being given is a it's like an almost lifelike heart emoji. So let me see if I can describe what that means. So if you can like think of a heart emoji, but then like put the actual like real physical qualities of a heart on that. So it keeps the shape of a heart emoji and it's on its side and it's on like a palette and it's like leaning over and it's heavy and it has all these chains wrapped around it, these heavy, thick iron chains, and it's just like wrapped up in chains. And it's not the fascinating things is that it's not really moving. It's just lying there on the pallet, wrapped up in these chains. And the chains are very, very heavy. The heart itself isn't, but the chains are really, really heavy. I can feel the sadness and the depth of this. I'm going to invite everybody in to support H with this. So if you're feeling called or inspired to support, please bring your hands to your heart chakra. H, I want you to continue to keep your feet grounded on the floor and just breathe normally for me, my friend, and everybody else. Oh, I'm getting choked up. It's reminding me of my own sadness in some ways. Um, yeah, just if you're wanting to support H in this moment, hands to the heart and just really feel the love in your heart. You can hold it and keep it and hold that space in yourself, or you can extend it to him if you are wanting. There's no need to share your energy because we are all connected through love. And if you just hold a space of that love, then it will reach him. We must trust and believe that. So, H, what we're going to do, all right? Okay, you've got everybody supporting you now, my friend. And I'm here to be of assistance as well. I'm feeling really called to go on a journey with you. Are you willing to go on this journey? And do you want me to be with you next to you in it, or are you feeling strong enough to walk this yourself? Whatever you request is fine. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So what I'm wanting to do, H, is I think I'm just going to join you. You're good on your own. Okay. Well, I'm here then from this side, so I'll guide you through this. So I want you to really drop into your heart and just find a spot to stand in your heart space and be the observer, my friend. Be the witness and just look at this heart, your heart. and observe it with curiosity and look for qualities, attributes, characteristics, features that maybe you wouldn't have instantly or normally noticed. Look at the chains wrapping around the heart. Look at the quality of the palate the heart is resting on. And as you look at the heart itself, see that even though it looks very heavy with the chains and is looking as though it is still beating, it is still moving. It's just very, very slow. It has a very slow, methodical, heavy beat. What is the palate made out of? See if the chains are rusting in any way, or if they look like they're shiny and new. And just describe that in chat. Share that if you feel called to. I'm seeing I'm seeing that the chains are loosely wrapped around the heart in some spots and tightly in others. Hmm. And if you are feeling courageous enough, my friend, I want you to take gentle left step and right step towards this chain wrapped heart. And as you get closer, reach out your hand and touch the chains, and reach out your other hand and touch the heart. Okay, good. Are the chains tight or are they loose, H? Is there any give in the chains at all? Hmm. But loosely. My friend, I can feel for you in this. So you have a choice now, H. You're there with this heavy chain-laden heart. I feel that the calling is completely up to you, but you have the choice of whether you wish to unwrap the chains from this heart or whether you want to leave them on or whether you want to loosen them a smidge or loosen them a lot but leave them on. This is all your choice. These chains, I believe, were placed by you, and you have the power in this moment to choose what to do with them. Well, the love lives inside you and will always live inside you. It's very easy for us as humans to associate when we love someone to associate the source of that person with being the source of that love. But the reality is they're just a catalyst. They're a reminder for the love and the capacity for love that we have within us at all times, and ultimately our connection to the greater love. So what do you choose to do with the chains right now, H? Anything is fine. There is no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. That you in this moment have the power of choice. Okay. And that's okay. I want you to just be present with it. It's not sadistic. This is the beauty of loving allowance, my friend. If you can bring a sense of love as well as presence to what is, loving allowance for all things to be in their own time and place. You may not be ready to unravel the chains. And that's just is. That's where you're at right now. I want to encourage complete presence with that if you can. Yeah, they do. And they've become part of your heart. But I want you to know that from where I stand, witnessing your energy, that the chains and the heart are not one. They are distinct, they're separate. It is the chains that are currently weighing the heart down. And if you can feel in to that the heart has not lost any of its beautiful qualities. Yes, the chains are weighing it down, but the heart can still feel tender. It can feel strong. It can feel full. It can feel empty. It can feel broken. It can feel whole. It can feel expansive, or it can feel tiny. Our hearts have the capacity for all of their characteristics at once. And we may not feel all of them at once, but they're all there and present in the heart. And these chains are serving a purpose for you, H, and that is okay. Okay, fair enough. He says that he knows his heart could do better with lighter weight chains that are very loose. Well, again, you have the power of choice, my friend. Do you want to change the chains out? You can swap chains. That's a clever idea. I mean, there's no right or wrong in this. You can even just be with the chains. In fact, the chains may loosen themselves if you are just present with them. We don't know. We really don't know. But for your energy right now, are you clear on what I'm saying, that the heart and the chains are not one, that they are separate energies. They just happen to be interacting right now. Okay? Really important, because there'll be times when you don't feel the chains. Okay? There'll be times when you don't feel the chains. And therefore your energy will, maybe if we were to be having another journey together with ChakraTouch, I might not see the chains on your heart. It might still be laying down on the palette. We don't know. Energy shifts and changes based on how we're thinking, how we're feeling. That's a beautiful thing about energy. It's totally and purely in the moment, and it's a reflection of what we're thinking and feeling and experiencing right there in that moment. Half an hour from now, it could be different. But at least now you have an awareness of the dynamic, the energetic dynamic that's going on in your heart, right? Now, I don't know yet how this relates to the bee buzzing in your mind, but I'm going to offer you one last piece of guidance, because your original question was about how to attract more positively. So I was taught many years ago that whenever we are wanting something in life, whatever it is, fill in the blank for yourself, for any of us, right? It's not really the person, place, or thing that we're wanting. Okay. It's really how we think that person, place, or thing will make us feel. And what we forget so easily as humans, but we're all here lovingly supporting and reminding each other about this, is that we have the ability to feel those feelings right here in the moment. We can bring up a memory of the past. We can think of something positive in the future that we're looking forward to. There are lots of different ways we can be present with what we love and appreciate in the moment. There's so many different ways for us to use the tool of our mind, not as a master again, but as a tool to direct our focus on things that make us feel better right in the moment. And when we do that, we raise our vibration and we shift the point of attraction, something Abraham Hicks talks about all the time. As you raise your vibration, you are shifting your point of attraction. And this isn't about the power of positive thinking. People talk about that all the time. That's not what, I mean, yeah, that could be good if it works for people, but it's not something that I'm necessarily attuned to. What I'm interested in is the vibration. And the vibration for me comes from the emotional guidance, which indicates how I'm thinking. So when I am actually feeling depressed or angry or sad or upset. It's about how I'm thinking about something. And if I can find how I'm thinking about that, then I can gain clarity on where to focus my mind. And the fascinating thing about that is that that can change at any moment, right? And so our emotions are our guidance system. Our emotions are our superpower, if you will. And I think where I get in trouble, I know where I get in trouble is when I try to use my mind, as we've talked about earlier already, when I try to use my mind to control the flow of the emotions, to change them or shift them from a place of not wanting them the way they are at the moment. And so for me, a big part of my spiritual growth has been really just being able to hold space for my emotions, to be able to hold space and be present with love, with openness as much as I can, you know? And then when I do that, they flow, they shift, they change, and my mind is open to new possibilities. So, I mean, that happened on Friday. Um, I was particularly sad on Friday about the situation with the elderly friend that I live with. But then on Saturday, I woke up and I was feeling grounded and I was feeling peaceful. And I was chatting with some friends on Facebook Messenger. And one of them mentioned something that just got me really excited and really curious. And suddenly I was exploring a whole new idea that I had never ever been introduced in my life, like basically a location of where I might choose to move to. And like I'd never thought of that place ever, like in my nearly 60 years on this planet. All right, H, what are you saying? The sad thing is I can see their love for me, but they aren't able to love because they feel broken on separate matters with their family. I can tell they regret leaving me, and I've forgiven as clearly we remain in touch, but as time, as distant friends that feel like we live in different worlds. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Be present with it all, my friend. The big thing I'm feeling from that statement, your story about this, your story about this is very prominent. And the story that you're telling is mostly about this other person. And so your focus is very much on them. In a certain way, you might benefit from a cord cutting exercise. I mean, like I've always say, I'm not attached to anything I say being right or wrong. Take what works and, let go of the rest. But I'm sensing that maybe you're giving your power away to this dynamic in this situation, and that is the essence of the heavy change. I could be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong on that. My heart definitely goes out to you on this. Okay, what's the wow about, my friend? Okay, yeah. So y your mind, that must be the bumblebee. Okay, yeah. You do too, Rhonda? All right. So we're getting some confirmation from other perspectives as well. And like I said, this is just one perspective on the universe, but I'm really feeling this come through strongly for you, H. Your mind is so busy with the story about this other person, and then you're in some way have attached to that, and those are the chains that are weighing you down. It's quite possible to have your heart be chain free and still be sad, my friend. It's still possible to have your heart be chained and still feel love. But when the focus is on this other person, you've given your point of attraction to them, and you become, I hate to say it, but you become a victim and you become dependent on whatever they say, do, think, or whatever. And then, wow, you're not in yourself, much less connected to the divine. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So I think that ultimately is the answer, H, to your original question. I mean, funny how we come full circle to that. And therein is your journey, my friend. And honestly, there's nothing really to work on except being present with it all. And if you want to surrender it and let it go, like I said about the chains around your heart, you have the power of choice to do that. I'm sure that you have techniques and ways of letting that go. If not, look up the cord cutting exercises that people have on Insight Timer or find one out in the world. And man, take your power back, my friend, because you're worth it. You deserve all of that. No matter how you're feeling, you deserve all of your power back inside of you with you and your divine connection. Yeah, you're welcome. Fantastic. And Pamela says, gosh, thank you, H, for bringing this forward and Greg for exploring. Sounds familiar. Cord cutting was a part of my processing divorce. Yeah, but H, you know best. Yeah. Follow your own ultimate guidance, but really reach out to the divine. If you are needing support in this, find something that helps you connect to the divine on a regular basis. It could be the Heart Teach My Mind tool, right? It could be, I mean, I've got tracks, I've got a beautiful track. So quick start divine invocations or quick divine invocations to start your day. I know Joanne's been using that regularly and she's swearing by it for helping ground her and prepare her for the day. I mean, just whatever works, my friend. But that sounds like that's your journey right now. And it's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your journey with us, for being vulnerable and open. Like amazing. I love that. And I love holding space for all of it, for you and for everybody else. Yeah, cool. People have asked me to make a cord cutting. We did on Friday night. We did this beautiful cord cutting uh exercise, game, practice, whatever you want to call it. And people requested that I make it into a track. So I believe that that will be coming along. Joanne says, yes, it's amazing and sets me up for the day in a beautiful way. I just love that. I just love that. What do you need, Hetty? The cord cutting? Rhonda, take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. Oh, is that a song? Yeah, Hank Williams. Awesome. Yeah, the cord cutting. Okay. I need a reminder on that. Great. H, thank you. Wonderful journey. Beautiful journey. I love all these journeys. They're just so amazing. I love the vulnerability and the willingness of Insight Timer people. Yeah, I love Blossom. Isn't she a sweetheart? Mm, beautiful, beautiful pianist. All right, let's see who's next. We're spinning the wheel of ChakraTouch journeys, good fortune. Who's number one? Katie, are you still here? Is Katie still here from earlier? I see an Elena. Hi, Elena. And I see an Arlene. Is that right? Hi, Arlene. H, you're welcome. Hello, Elena. So good to see you as always. Katie, are you still here? Our friend Katie. Calling Katie's. Aloha. Mahalo. Mm, Hawaii. One of my favorite places on the planet. Katie, beautiful Katie, man. This Rhonda, you're just riffing off the music. I love that. All right, I think we might have lost Katie to something else in life or sleep or internet connections. God only knows. So we will spin again, my friends. Someday I'm going to figure out how to hook up the sound of the spinning wheel into the live so that you guys can hear it too. Lucky number 13, Linda with a Y. Linda with a Y, are you here? Yay, you're here. All right, Linda. How can we be of assistance to you today? What guidance do you seek? And while you're typing, yay, Linda from Philadelphia. Is that where Linda's from? I lived in Philly. Oh, yeah. I lived in Rittenhouse Square for about 2 years. Hetty, did you see my last message from last night when you got up today? Oh my God. Okay, cool. All right, Linda. in the form of a question or a comment. Yay, my head's in too many directions, but not getting through things. Okay. Things. Yep. Thought so. Yeah, Arlene, I bet. I don't miss well, I am in the cold and snow right now. I'm not going to miss it once I move. All right, Linda. What can you clarify what you mean by getting through things? You mean you're not getting things done? Or you're not able to process? What does that mean for you? Paperwork, business taxes. Okay. So the adulting, the busy work of life. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about the different directions of your head, of your mind while I listen into that space. And your energy reflects that. I'm gonna have this is the first time I've seen this pattern. So adulting is hard, H. I agree. Mental work, yeah, just doesn't focus. Okay. So I'm gonna need a minute to describe this pattern. I have never seen this yet, and it is fascinating. So, hmm, just be present with it. Linda, go ahead and close your eyes and lift your left hand up to your forehead for me. Place it gently and lovingly on your crown or on your third eye there. I wonder why I just said crown chakra. Hmm. All right. And go ahead and place your right hand on top of that. Make sure your arms are relaxed, my friend, and the hands are loving and gentle and soft. And the fact that I almost said crown chakra is probably our answer. So, what I am seeing, Linda, this is beautiful. Um, there's hmm, there are I'm seeing sheets of light. Okay, so think of a sheet like a sheet of paper, but it's made out of light and it's on and they're all on different planes. So there's like a sheet of light that's yellowish and a sheet of light that's red and a sheet of light that's a soft orange and just they're all different rainbow colors, but they're all on different planes, meaning levels like this, right? So I can't like this, and they're all heading in different directions. So your energy is definitely reflecting this. But the fascinating part for me about this is that they're all on different planes. And I just want you to join me in being the observer with this. Just witness this. See if any insights or reactions or feelings come up from this, but do your best to try to just be present with observing this. And let me know how you're doing, where you're at, what's resonating or not resonating. But I am definitely seeing these sheets of light on multiple planes heading in different directions. And they're all heading out from, they're all connected through, there's like a central something going on there, like an axis of some sort. But they're like one's heading off this way, another one's heading off that way, another one's heading off that way, and they're all on different levels. It's a fascinating, if somebody were to paint this, it would be quite fascinating. All right, so let me know how you are and whether you're connecting with this or not, okay? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Linda, what do you consider the divine? Yeah, I'm really drawn to your belly and to your crown chakra. God. Okay. And in what part of your self and your body, if you will, do you connect with God through? Do you know? Are you aware? Do you do it through the crown chakra, your heart, your gut? Mm, mm. Crown and heart, also other beliefs. Okay, cool. So you're a multi-beliefs person. All right. So, my friend, move your hands up to your crown chakra, please. Again, relaxed arms, gentle and soft hands. And I want you to just picture at the top of your head where your hands are touching your crown. Picture an opening there and let me know what size is that opening. It's a circle and it can be of any particular size. I'm sensing about a golf ball size, but you let me know what you're seeing there. Hmm. Maybe 3 inches. Okay, cool. So that's great. All right. With your mind's eye and with as much love and gentleness as you can, I want you to prod that, not prod it, I want you to coax and invite that opening to expand. So about 3 inches would be about like this. So I want you to invite it to gently and slowly expand and let it stretch out and dilate until it's fully expanded. And you let me know when it's reached that point. I'm going to check in on your heart while you do that. Hmm. You have an amazing heart space. It's very powerful. You have a lot of love there. Hmm. Yep. Wow. Hmm. It's really a joy to witness your heart. How we doing, Linda? I'm feeling like crackling. I also have a brain tumor cyst on the right side. It doesn't change and is benign. Oh, fascinating. Okay. Crackling? You're feeling a crackling sensation? Is that what you mean? Or are you feeling like you're gonna crack? I think you mean the sensation, a crackling sensation of the energy. Let me know if I'm right on that. Okay, so yeah, just sensation. Okay. So what I want you to do, my friend, is just in your mind's eye, picture yourself looking up through this opening in your head, okay? And just extend your arms up in like a upward hug and an invitation to embrace the divine, to invite God to shine their light in through that opening and just watch as a beautiful beam of light streams in through your crown chakra. And it's a different quality than all the others that are in your mind right now. But watch as that beam of light streams in and it reaches all the way down to your heart where you have so much love. You have such a powerful heart. And it passes through all those different sheets, those planes of light, through your mind and down through the throat and down into your heart. And allow yourself to feel the energy of that beam of light coming from the divine and catalyzing and filling and supporting your heart. Mm, mm. By the ocean with big window and sunlight coming in feels amazing. I love it. That's awesome. Hmm. So this beam of light is passing through the center of every one of those sheets. It is this divine access, and you have the power to rotate this access. You can tip it, you can spin it, you can, you know, angle it however you want. And when you begin to do that, you start to see that these sheets of light take on a different quality depending on the perspective that the axis has, right? So if you were to bend the axis so that you're looking straight down it, all of these sheets of light appear as though they're on the same plane, right? Because we were seeing them at different levels when we looked at it from the side, but when we look straight down, yes, there's an amazing prism effect. I've been seeing that the whole time. When you look straight down this divine axis, you're seeing that all the sheets look like they're all on the same level and they blend together. They're not separate or distinct, right? And so let's try and experiment with moving this axis around a little bit. And we're just playing here. We're having the childlike quality to our journey with this. We don't have any expectations. There's no stories and no judgments. We're just observing and having fun looking at the sheets of light from different angles. What are you seeing? Does it look the same when you look from the bottom of this axis, right? Check that out. Check looking from one side and looking around from another. Tip it at an angle, and then suddenly they all sort of like look like they lean on each other, right? So that they're not really separate, that they're stacked. So there's just tons of different ways to look at these. Hmm, beautiful. Hmm. And there's a lot of energy. So you may be feeling that crackling and the tingling still, and that's okay. It's a very potent environment, particularly with this divine sunbeam coming down through all these planes. Hmm. And I want you to reach out with your hand, Linda, virtually in your mind's eye from wherever you are. Maybe you're standing in your heart, or maybe you're still standing up at the crown chakra, or maybe you're standing in your mind space. But I want you to reach out toward these sheets. What are you saying? Changing perspective helps me move forward. Yes, in my left ear now. Okay. I want you to reach out. And here's another perspective. As you reach, notice how big your hand gets, almost like how big it's getting in my camera, and how tiny this series of sheets, these planes of sheets get until you reach out and you can actually grab the tips of the axis, and then you can pick up this like it's a unique prism, right? So when we think about a prism, right, it's got I'm trying to picture my prisms when I was little. It was kind of like a triangle pyramid shaped thing, I think. Sometimes it had a wider side than another, right? But it also has these additional facets, right? And I'm getting this sense that, yeah, this is totally coming through now, and my guides are totally thumbs upping on this. So Wow. Okay, so hold this in your hand. It's actually a prism. Wow, it's a prism that's been fractured. So all of its different facets have been scattered into different planes, and they're not connected in as a whole, as a unified shape. Linda says there's a strong, bright white sense coming from my palm. Very cool. You've got chakras in your palms, just like all of us. Yeah, a bright white scent. Okay, very neat. Allow that white to inform the scenario. Allow that and see what happens with that light. I'm sensing that you have right now, with the power of the divine and the love in your heart, and whatever this white light is coming from your palm, that you have the ability to reshape this prism if you want to. And so play with that. See if these different sheets of light will reshape into a prism. And it may be a very unique prism. I actually think that it probably doesn't look anything like a prism that we've seen before. But see if you, now that you have control over the access, see if you can play with and move and shift around the different planes of light to form a unified shape and see what reveals. I have a feeling something will unfold. A kaleidoscope. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Kaleidoscopes have that sort of prism. Wow, that is beautiful. Hmm. Yeah. I love kaleidoscopes and how you turn it and it changes its shape and you see the colors shift and move, and yet they're all beautifully contained in the kaleidoscope. Ours was a long one. I don't know how they make them these days. This is the kaleidoscope. So, my friend, wow, this is okay. I'm getting wow. Trying to let that's there's a lot coming in right at the moment. Okay. Hmm. This kaleidoscope is your focal point, Linda. So this is there's this. Wow, you are so unique. There's something really unique here, and I'm hoping I can give this justice with words because I was given the sense of it. So this kaleidoscope is a way of focusing all these different, seemingly diffuse and different energies into one picture, right? And yet it also honors and respects the differences of those different energies, those different sheets of light, right? Because when you think about a kaleidoscope, it makes one beautiful picture out of all the different pieces, right? And then and when you turn the kaleidoscope, it makes a different picture of the same pieces. The whole time, what's present is the kaleidoscope as the focal point, and the pieces are present as well. But you are controlling and using the kaleidoscope to focus the pieces in different ways. So you have one. This is this one is in my palm and in your head. It has a calming effect. Fantastic. So it's almost like when you can be completely present with the way that your mind works, because it does work. It just works differently now. You're like, yeah, I don't know what else to make of this, but to say that the kaleidoscope is your focal point, this is the way that you can focus these diverse energies, these diverse perspectives and patterns of thought into one picture. But then you also have the ability to turn the kaleidoscope and form another picture. But you're doing it with all these different pieces that are contained in the kaleidoscope. And most importantly, we didn't get here without the divine light. So a kaleidoscope is no good without focusing it on the light, right? I just remembered that from my youth. Yeah, this is powerful, Linda. Yeah, there's something really unique about your mental energy. And I just really, with my whole heart, I want to encourage you to embrace it and explore it. There is something powerful and very special about what is going on in your mind. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that awesome, H? That is an awesome topic. Yeah. And Linda says they all come together with white light and peace. Rhonda says, far out, Greg. You're a gift. So fascinating. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Linda, how are you feeling? I'm feeling like it's time to wrap that up. Are you understanding, and it's okay if you're not, are you understanding the points I'm making about the kaleidoscope and the different pieces? Like this, I don't know why, but I just that message just keeps coming through. I do, Linda. I do offer individual sessions if you're interested or inspired or feeling moved. My links are on the About section of my Insight Timer profile. Sorry, my picture went blurry all again. And yeah, I do hour-long sessions for a fee, and you can follow my Linktree links. I've got my socials and my YouTube. I record all these lives, although I forgot last Wednesdays on Valentine's Day, which is funny. But yeah, you can go there. My link there, it says book a ChakraTouch one-on-one, so you could do that. Linda says, good. Thank you, Greg. Understand it all. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, just I feel like blown away, like the mind blown emoji, Linda, because witnessing and being with you in that as we brought it into focus and yet honored and utilized I'm gonna say divergence, the differences going on, like really truly amazing to witness. I mean, it's amazing to witness everybody's energy, which is one of the reasons I love doing this so much. But Linda, fantastic journey, Linda with a Y and Linda with an I. Thank you for asking that. My friends, it's time to wrap up. Wow, amazing journeys today. Jean Paul, H, Linda, everybody else. I hope that everybody got something from this today. Yeah, mind blown, right? And this is why I love working with energy because there's no right or wrong. It just is. And when we learn how to work with it, we can what? It can unfold, it can shift with a change of our perspective, and that's true for all of our stuff, just really such an honor to be here with all of you today. Please come back for another one. I've got Wednesdays at 2:22, Fridays at 4:44, and next Sunday, which is my birthday, you're welcome to come for the birthday edition. I'm going to be the big 6-0, and I'm excited about this birthday. It's a potent one. And I'd love to share it with you by doing a live session. So that's going to be at 3:33, and those are all Eastern times. Thank you so much, Linda, for your loving donation, as well as you, H. I really appreciate that. They mean a lot to my heart, and they help support my business. Um, yeah, and let's see. Let's do a wrap up. We'll do sort of a mix of a love bomb and our circle of love. So, thank you so much all for being here. Let's just close our eyes and settle into our bodies. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of it. And just use your mind's eye, use your imagination to reach your heart, your hands deep into your heart space. Reach deep into your heart space until you see your heart. And it can look however you want. And H, I encourage you to have it look exactly as we discovered it. And I want you to reach your hands gently and lovingly toward it and pick it up as though you're picking up the most precious thing you have ever found in your life. And hold that heart gently in your hands as though you're cradling a child or a precious belonging. Here is your beautiful heart, my friends. A heart which connects with all of us through love. A heart which enables us to feel all of our feelings, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. A heart that has the capacity to be full or empty, closed or open, expansive or tiny, fragile or strong. And as you gently and lovingly hold your heart in your hands, bring to mind a person, place, or thing that you just absolutely purely love. There's no stories, there's no judgment, there's no analysis, there's no commentary. You just absolutely purely love It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a critter, it could be a thing, it could be your pillows, it could be your bed, it could be your favorite chair, or it could be a television show you really love, or just talking with a dear friend or coming on IT Lives, whatever it is. Bring that to mind and let that plant a seed of love in your heart. And watch as that seed grows. There's a quality of light, of lightness, of beauty, of shininess. It shines inside your heart. And allow your heart to emanate that light. And then bring to mind another person, place, or thing that you just absolutely purely love. And begin to bombard your heart, barrage your heart with persons, places, or things, and they don't have to have any significance other than that you really deeply appreciate them. It could be your favorite shirt or pair of shoes. It could be an experience. Like I love when I'm tired enough to slide into bed and feel like I'll fall asleep and have a deep, restful sleep. I love the way that when I have this beautiful night's sleep and I wake up and I just stretch and feel rested, I love that feeling. I love sharing and spending time with all of you here on Insight Timer. I love the community that this builds, and I love how it is present for me in my times of emotion, as well as me allowing me to be present for all of you. And just continue to bombard your heart with that and watch as it fills, the light fills your entire heart space. What quality is that light? What color is it? How bright is it? How dim is it? How shiny is it? To me, it's always this golden, beautiful, shining light that spreads throughout my entire body. And when you feel so called, my dear friends, keep your left hand on your heart and bring your right hand out, palm facing forward. And in your mind's eye, place the right hand on the back of someone's heart here in our beautiful collection, our community of people in this life. And picture in your mind's eye as you place your hand a circle, an energetic circle of all of us spreading out in a huge circle of 100 people. We have exactly 100 people here today. 100 people who are placing their right hand on someone else's back of the heart and holding their left hand and just feeling all of this love. This is our circle of love. We are love. I am love. You are love. We are all connected by love. If you're ever feeling like you could use a love bomb on a moment's notice, I do have a track called Love Bomb. It's a heart chakra meditation, and it is really sweet and beautiful. If you are feeling that you could use divine support and you're wanting to invoke or call that or invite that in, check out my quick divine invocations to start your day. You can actually use it whenever you want. And otherwise, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for being you, for being love, and for sharing this space with me today. Oh, thank you, Adi. Thank you for acknowledging my gift. I really take that to heart. Ivan says, I agree with Adi. And happy birthday, Greg. Thanks, buddy. My daughter's B-Day is coming up Friday, but we're celebrating it on next weekend as well. Is that the bowling B-Day party? You're the one having that? Oh, I used to bowl when I was a kid. I love that. Yes. I hope you guys have so much fun on Friday. I hope to see you before that. Rhonda, you are most welcome. Hetty, my dear heart, yes, I will talk to you sooner or later, I'm sure. We have much to discuss, as always. Gary, thank you, my friend. I invite anybody to be here. I hope I find a fun virtual background for my birthday live next week. My brother's actually hosting a small little online gathering of our friends here in the Rochester area. We're going to play code names. I don't know if you guys play games, but Codenames is this really fun game, and they have an online version of it that is just a hoot. It's kind of a word guessing game. It's a blast. What else are you guys saying? Tammy, yep, thank you. The light in me shines brighter by the light in all. Yes, so true. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Joanne, I always see us all standing in a field of wildflowers with glorious rays of sun shining on us when we do the love bomb here. That's awesome, Joanne. I love that. When I've, yeah, I don't, I see our, that's interesting. I love that. I love that for you. And I bet we're all seeing something different because when I see the circle of love and when we're doing the love bomb, I'm just seeing this beautiful empty space. I think I see clouds. I don't know. I've never paid attention. Maybe I should with all the things that I see in all of you. Anyways, my dear friends, have a blessed rest of your Sunday, or if you're with Joanne in the future, your Monday. Can't believe it's Monday for you already. I will see you again in one of my lives or in a live in the future. And if you want to be notified of when my lives are coming due, please do follow on Insight Timer. If you want to join our beautiful little Circle of Love group, it's called Circle of Love. You'll go to my Insight Timer profile, and right there on the very first view, you want to scroll all the way down. It's all the way at the bottom. And there's two beautiful purple hearts around it. I welcome anybody there for sharing about love and life. And yeah, I hope you guys feel great today. I so appreciate this live. I love being here and I love doing them. And I hope to bring more different things to you guys soon. I'm working on some group programs that are going to go even deeper than what we do here in the Insight Timer lives. So that I'm excited about. And I've also got, with what's going on at my home, I will be moving. So there might be some transition time. I don't know where yet, working on that. And we don't know when, because as is the nature of dying from cancer, it can be the doctor's prediction, not me, but my housemate. It can be the doctor's prediction timeline, or it can be God's, which will always be God's. Anywho, what else are you guys saying? Oh, Anna, you fell asleep. Yes, thank you. Well, maybe you can watch the replay. I'm glad you fell asleep. That means you were really calm and relaxed. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll have the replay up on YouTube tonight, probably within the next few hours. So check out my YouTube for that, Anna, and you can get the whole session in. Um, yeah, thanks, H. Yeah, I have a lot of emotions about it, not right at this moment, but I'm pausing because, it's a big change. But as people here have encouraged me to see it as also an amazing unfolding for me, which is very true. I'm ready for whatever happens next. I will embrace it with love and support, and I will do my best to show up for everything I'm feeling as well as for you guys. So anywho, I better go. I'm so happy to have had you here. Have a beautiful evening. Oh, Linda, yes. Okay. So, if you click on my face, actually, when I always forget how this works because I do it outside of lives. When the live ends in a moment, there'll be a screen that comes up. And thank you, H. I appreciate you being here for me too. So Linda, then you will go to, you'll click on my face and you'll look for, guys, help me out here. What am I missing? How does it work in the live? Because I never usually join right at the live. You'll want to click on my face and it should bring up my profile. I think it'll bring up my profile and then you can hit the follow button. Yeah, you can quick follow. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for being here. Yeah, okay, I've got this right. Sorry, my brain just went bloop because I'm like ready to go, but I want to make sure this is clear for Linda. Yeah, so you'll click to follow me. And then once you've followed me, you can search on the very last tab of Insight Timer. The community tab has um, friends and teachers section, and then you can search by my name, Greg, under the teachers part. Um, that's one way to get to it. You'll want to scroll all the way down to join my group. Yeah, It will depend on your device. My mobile is kind of skinny, so everything gets funneled downwards more. But also, if you're looking for my socials, I'm not allowed to put actual links in, but hopefully you understand what that means. So you can go to that, whereas DOT means literally dot. You can go to that. That has all my social links, and that's where you'll find the where you can follow my YouTube and Instagram, Facebook, whatever else I have there, the booking page. Yeah, whatever else is there. There'll be more stuff there soon because I'm developing these group programs. Anywho, Linda, is that clear? Did that work? Yes. Wonderful. Okay. All right, guys. Blessings and love to all of you. Have a beautiful evening or morning or day or whatever, and I will see you soon. Sign language Fred, love you. Either in my lives or somebody else's. All right. Be well and take care of yourselves tonight. Be kind and loving to yourself as best you can. All right. Bye.